What is going on, guys? My name is Bucky Roberts and welcome to your very first Grunt tutorial. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to download, install, set up and use Grunt, but before we get to that, you guys may be wondering, what the heck is Grunt? I never heard of it before. Well, to put it simply, Grunt is a tool that you can use to automate a bunch of things that you would usually have to do whenever you're making a website. So for example, if you ever work with less files and you use a tool to compile them manually, well, Grunt can automate that for you. If you ever make a website and you decide I want to minify all my CSS or JavaScript files, well, Grunt can automate that for you. So it's kind of hard to explain because it's not just one thing, and actually if I open this plugins, you can see that this is the plugins page and these are all the things that Grunt can do. So it makes it a lot easier than going online, finding a tool for each specific task, and doing everything else like separately one by one. So Grunt is definitely a must-have if you're a web developer, and well, that's it. That's a little introduction. So now let's just jump into setting it up. Now, in order to install Grunt and download it, we actually first need to have Node.js installed on our computer. So in this tutorial I'm not going to talk you through installing and setting up Node because first of all, it's really easy. Essentially all you do is you press this big green install button right on nodejs.org homepage and you just click next a bunch of times. Again, like, I don't know, if you ever downloaded and installed anything in your life, it's going to be pretty simple. But the reason that we need to have Node.js is because whenever we download Node, it gives us this thing called a Node package manager. It's essentially a tool that comes with Node and it allows us to download things from the internet. What are we looking to download? Well, Grunt. Now if you actually want to be walked through installing Node, then if you hop over to my Node.js tutorials, in the very first video I show you how to install Node on Windows, and in the second one I show you how to install it on a Mac. So if you already have it on your computer, you're good to go. If not, hop over to that video, watch it, then come back here. So once you have Node, then the next thing we need to do is we need to open up the command line in Windows. So if you go to your start and open CMD, I'm guessing that you guys already know how to open this, but anyways, we're going to be using this to install the Grunt CLI. Now again, the command for this is npm install -g grunt -CLI. So whenever we downloaded Node.js, that Node package manager, that tool that allows us to download things that I was talking to you guys about like a minute ago, that's what this npm stands for right here. So we're saying, hey Node, install Grunt CLI. Now this is the Grunt command line interface. It's just a program that allows us to use grunts from the command line. Simple enough. Now this little -g, this means globally. So whenever we have this, it's going to install the Grunt CLI on our entire computer, so we can type grunt commands anywhere. We don't just have to be in our specific project or anything. So hit enter and it's gonna go find it on the internet, download it, and boom, it's now installed on our computer. So how easy was that? That's why we need to download Node first, because this npm tool, it makes everything super simple. Now after this, we're ready to start setting up Grunt for our project. So let's say we're making a website or something. Now what you can do if you don't have any cool IDE is you can actually just navigate to your project. So I have a folder right here, I'll show you guys, and all of my project files are in here that I'm going to be playing around with in this video. So this is on my desktop in demo, so if you want to do this you can navigate to CD, which means change directory, desktop, demo, and once you're in here, what I'm going to be teaching you guys is a bunch of cool commands, grunt commands that you can use. However, move this out of the way. In the IDE that I use, I actually have a command line built right in. So I like using this one because then we can clearly see all in one screen and it's really easy to teach. But if you guys don't have an IDE, again this is IntelliJ from JetBrains, then you can just use the command line by navigating to your projects folder. So once you download it and install Node, and then once you use the node package manager to set up Grunt CLI and moved into your directory, whether whatever project you want to use Grunt on, then you're ready to move on. So yeah, now we're ready. See you guys next video.